I wanted to just wrap up the last one in that we asked the question, what is expected from our religious leaders? And I think that the quorum here is speak out, speak up. Some politicians will not listen to you. They might not do what you're advising them to do, but you must not be seen to be permitting injustice and profiteering from what is hurting the country. Yesterday, we had a conversation on Revolution Now. And today, we have Global Amnesty Researcher Terrance Kuanum on the show to give us updates on what happened, his perspective. Welcome to the show,
Thank
Mr.
you so
Terrance.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. So before we started, we asked, what exactly are you doing? Like, somebody is saying they are protesting against the injustice in the environment. They're protesting against the fact that salaries are not being paid. The minimum wage is not improved, has not been upgraded all over. Health sector is bad. Roads are bad. And you are saying that that is not the way it should be.
Yeah, exactly, because we are a sovereign nation with laws. And the issues they are addressing are actually what is bothering the nation, and it's eating it so deep. But now, if we want to address our issues within the nations, we should know that we have laws. We're sovereign nations, and then there's also a difference between a call to a peaceful protest and an incitement to a revolution. Now, there are two different things here. Now, the person that was galvanizing for this protest made videos that told us that on the 5th of August, there's going to be an end to DSS. This is an institution that protects us and our democracy. They are heavily armed. How are they going to cease to be in existence on your time? He told us they will cease to be a democratically elected government in this country. It is protected by the law. How are you going to do this? Now, this person is taken into detention.
Are you quoting him word for word?
Yes,
or,
I saw the video. No, I'm not rephrasing. I saw the video. I saw the video. Now he's taken into detention. And instead of us addressing our sovereignty, we are guided by the laws. We should be protected by the law. The law protects us, and we return the favor to the law. Now, this man is taking it, instead of us addressing the core issues, what we are doing in Nigeria is that we are rather blackmailing ourselves with the issues affecting us that have been addressed in different forums by different civil. Even the people fighting for these causes have even joined into the blame that, yes, 30,000 minimum wage, issues of insecurity. These insecurity issues have been issues that we've been addressing for the last 2 years. People have even gone into detention. These same people that want to do the revolution now, in 2018, when there was insecurity, who were crying out loud, they were busy campaigning for elections. They didn't even address these issues. We went through it. People lost lives. Till now in my state, where I come from, in Benue State, since January of 2018, 400,000 people are in IDP camps. Where were they? Is it now that you went to lose election that you come? And this is why we keep saying that. So it is very dangerous. It is very dangerous for activists to go into politics. Because eventually when they lose, the kind of hatred they bring from the political arena to join it with activism.
Are you sure it is political or it is frustration of the issues all of us are facing?
No, all of us are facing it. This thing has eaten deep into us. We have addressed it in different ways. Even at a point, TVC was even blackmailed. They were even taking side with Benue because of what they were facing. This was serious insecurity. People were being killed into this country. Shallow graves were dug and they were pushed into in the night. These issues were not addressed. These people were on the street campaigning to lead this country. And they feel that the people that were crying foul for this crime were going extreme against the system.
Do you think that they were campaigning to lead the country because of the various insecurities, because of the various injustices? Do you think that is why they wanted to be president?
If I want to lead a country and there are issues bothering the country, I should be addressing them and identifying.
Did they address them in their...
They didn't identify.
Are you sure they didn't address them in their...
No, calm down. Calm down. The time these things were happening, you know, even the federal government was on us in Benue. You know, even what the governor was going through. Even to come and campaign in that territory, they didn't come. We were on the streets, we didn't see them in the entire Middle Belt. You understand? That the concern is these issues being highlighted, that the NLC fought the issue of 30,000 till they got it. And they are on it that it should be implemented. So on and on, these issues have been addressed in different fora. Now, if you want to call us together as a nation to go out and protest for these things affecting us, fine and good. But don't go calling for revolution and threatening institutions that protect us. It's not correct.
So isn't that how a revolution, isn't that what a revolution is? I mean, we've heard things of we've heard of Arab Spring. It's not supposed to be a convenient, it's not supposed to be a convenient exercise where we go and get, you know, what do you call it, police reports and ask for the time to come out and protest. Protest is different from revolution, the way that I understand it. And a lot of people would say, well, it has led to changes in some countries, and some people will say, well, it has just led to even more war. So for what he came to do, it is a revolution that he came out to do, and he did it the way that it is done, is what I want us to understand now, because I do not think that you do a revolution and go and get a court permit to do that.
No, we are not even talking of court permit. At the moment, there are protests going on. I left Abuja yesterday. By the time I left Abuja, there was a group that had been protesting for over 4 days at Amnesty office. They didn't take any permit. They are addressing their issues they have with Amnesty International. Even so, Sowore himself have protested in this country. They did a 1-week protest in 2017 or so. In Lagos here, nobody stopped them. Well, I'm saying that there's a difference between a peaceful protest and an incitement to revolution.
Yes.
Now, an institution like the DSS, you gave it a deadline when it will cease to exist. It's not correct. You give a government a deadline that on this day,
so we are now saying
now you're inciting people
there was a misandry that took place.
You're inciting people to come out and do this, that. These institutions will not be existing by the time
what I'm even trying
so they should not be afraid of an arrest.
So what I'm exactly, so that's what I'm reading. If you come out for a revolution, then
you are ready for the arrest.
Yeah, you are ready for the consequences of coming out, is what I'm saying.
So if you're playing the script, Bisi, you have a question?
Yes. I wanted to say that, don't you think if he had been advised to present his matter properly, because I read through what he stated, what we are fighting is what everybody has been fighting, the insecurity issues and all of that, well outlined. He had about how many agenda, and I read them. And if he had presented it well, that this is what we are fighting, let the people know this is a protest, it's going to be a peaceful protest, and we're going to ensure that they have our ear and listen to us, we would have had a better result than what we're having now. Because the truth is, his words were inciting, and the government has done what it's supposed to do. Now we are feeling pity, because we know that somehow, he doesn't really mean it. He doesn't have the means to cause a revolution. If he had presented that matter properly, would it have made more sense?
Yeah, when you say he doesn't have the means to do it, it means
we think.
Yeah, it's not even correct, because this is somebody that has run an online media for a while.
So what would you believe? Sorry, because we are going out of time.
The online media is based in New York. If you follow the editorial content of the online media over time, you will notice that the editorial has always been an affront of the Nigerian government. Now, the sustenance of it has always been credited to a foreign NGO being sponsored. Now, the man has come to, you know, the financial implication of calling for this kind of thing. Then this is somebody that has just come out of a presidential campaign. You know the cost of presidential campaigns in Nigeria, and XYZ. So you don't expect somebody that has gone through.
We're going to have to cut.
Sorry, are you trying to say that his protest is being financed?
That's if you are calling for that magnitude of protest, it is going to be financially involved.
Sadly,
a lot of money.
Honestly, sadly, we need to go, because I wanted to give the opportunity to use this platform now to help us educate people on what's the best way to approach the challenges Nigerians are going through, because Nigerians are feeling the pain. That's why people went out despite the fact that they knew their lives might be at risk.
No, people didn't go out. People didn't go out because people have been going out to address these issues.
Okay.
Not in this manner. Okay. At the moment, as we're speaking today, people are going out to address these issues. NLC are going into a congress on how to compel the federal government to implement the 30,000 minimum wage.
Okay, so you're saying there are other more better approach,
that are even happening at the moment.
Okay.
Without this, people didn't go out.
So should they release Sowore? Do you think he should be released?
My personal opinion is that he should learn his lessons, and the federal government should be able to dialogue after resolving the issues of protest. Yeah, of course.
Do you believe that the federal government have some human rights problems? E.g., El Zakzaki, who has been there since
2015.
You arrest people, they're not taken to court. They're not released, even if the court bails them.
Yes, that is the challenge we have in this part of the world. We look at only the human right of citizens. We don't look at the rights of state actors.
Okay.
Now, El Zakzaki is somebody who has been in the business of abusing the human rights.
Well, that's not what we came for, actually.
Yes.
But I'm happy you said that they should dialogue with. I'm happy you said they should dialogue with Sowore after resolving the revolution. And honestly, nobody in Nigeria wants war. Nobody. We don't want it. No matter how terrible you think things are, it is still better to have peace than to have war.